to an investor looking for premium market opportunities. Presenting premium and exclusive service for investors by Kalkine.
Hello, I'm Rachel and this is Kalkine TV's Daily Trending Economic News. Now, the 2021 Census socio-economic indexes for areas has just been released by the Australian Bureau of Statistics. This data offers a snapshot of relative socio-economic advantage and disadvantage across Australia and is used by governments of all levels to understand their communities. Here are 9 things you might not know. Number 1, your town or area has a relative socio-economic advantage and disadvantage rank. After each census, the ABS analyses certain information collected, including income, education, employment, occupation, housing and family structure. This is then used to give each area a relative rank to indicate its socio-economic status. Number 2, neighbours can be very different. Noosa and Gympie in Queensland are an interesting example of this rank applied in practice. Noosa ranked in the highest 20% of LGAs, while neighbouring Gympie ranked in the lowest 15%. This shows that socio-economic factors can be very different across areas, even if they're not close together. Number 3, attractive waterfronts. 9 out of the 10 most advantaged LDAs are on waterfronts or close to water, including Sydney Harbour, the Darwin Waterfront and the Swan River in Perth. Woollahra on Sydney Harbour is the southern shores, ranks first amongst the most advantaged LGA in Australia. For number 4, 37% of employed people in Hobart, the most advantaged LGA in Tasmania, are working professionals, partly explaining its high ranking. This compares to 20% of the employed population of Tasmania and 24% for Australia. Number 5, Walkerville in South Australia is the state's second highest ranking LGA for advantage. It also recorded 20% of the population working more than 45 hours a week, compared with a state average of 17% and an Australian average of 18%. Number 6, as well as being the most advantaged LGA in Victoria, 52% of people living in the Boroondara have a university degree. This is much higher than the 29% for Victoria and 26% for Australia. For number 7, Canberra is a bit unusual because it's only one government area. This means it's more meaningful to look at suburbs and localities within Canberra to understand area level differences in the ACT. Number 8, areas around the middle of the rankings have indicators of both advantage and disadvantage. For example, Barkly is ranked 10 out of the 19 LGAs in the Northern Territory, while it has a higher proportion of people reporting no educational attainment. It has a higher proportion of employed people working in managerial positions. And number 9, so why does it all matter? Well, socioeconomic status data is commonly used by governments, industry and researchers. They can identify areas that need funding or services, business opportunities, the relationship between socioeconomic disadvantage and health or educational outcomes and much more. Well, that's the latest from Kalkine TV's Daily Trending Economic News. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.